What do you know for sure? Wake up, people.
What is wrong with Winnipeg?
This is the legislative building.
Does it seem Masonic to you?
It was built by a Mason by the name of Frank Simon.
In the front, on the outside, there are two sphinxes. One face towards east, which is sunrise, and one face towards west, which is sunset.
These sphinxes have Egyptian hieroglyphics. Why is there Egyptian sphinxes in Winnipeg, Manitoba?
The numerology of 5, 8, and 13 is repeated throughout the temple. In my opinion, this is evidence that it is Masonic.
The way numerology is expressed in the temple is through numbers of statues in a certain room or the number of lights in a certain room.
The number of 5, 8, and 13 are repeated throughout the temple. An example is these 3 flights of stairs. There are 13 steps in each flight.
This is Medusa there, and this is number 2.
Athena.
Yes.
High-degree Masons worship Venus. Every 8 years, Earth goes around the Sun. Venus goes around 13 times.
That means 8 years for Earth equals 13 years for Venus.
Within the 8 years that Earth travels around the Sun, Earth and Venus meet up 10 times.
This forms a perfect geometrical pentagon, which can also be seen as a pentagram.
This is the sacred geometry of our solar system and the natural mathematical relationship between Earth and Venus.
Masons do rituals every time Earth and Venus meet. This is how Venus looked in the sky when Obama became president.
The cross,
Iron
the Knights
cross.
of Malta? No,
Which one was that one up there?
We have the classic British crown, right? Iron cross, and what do you call this?
Fleur de lis.
Fleur de lis.
Fleur de lis.
Here's the
No,
sun
fleur de
sign.
lis. It's not lis.
The
Spell
Indians.
it Fleur de lis.
Fleur de lis.
Fleur de lis.
L-Y-S.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Here you
5,
have
6, 7,
Manitoba's
8,
shield.
13.
Is
Of course 13.
Manitoba is one of the provinces that has the shield, the red with the white.
Yeah, that's actually the
That's
Poland,
Masonic.
which is
Well, that's Templar, right? That's Templar.
It'd be red. It'd be white with red.
Yeah. Here you have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Go to the last floor, and it literally looks like a satanic worshiping room. Right in the middle of the whole building is the room with an 8-pointed star.
When standing in the middle of this star, when one talks, it amplifies their voice sounding like they are talking into a mic.
This is because the room is mathematically designed to bounce the sound waves a certain way to amplify them. I do not know the exact physics, but we heard it has to do with the Fibonacci sequence.
What are the numbers?
1, 2, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13.
Right. A pentagon is 5.
Yeah.
Right here. If I'm right here, I can't hear nothing. Right here, I can hear.
Everything is okay. Go back to sleep. Your government loves you. Do not believe the man with the megaphone. He is only telling you lies about the truth, not the truth about the lies. Actually, no, do it again.
When one looks straight up, they can see they are indeed in the center of the building and can see the dome.
Outside on top of this dome is Hermes, the godfather of alchemy and magic. Notice the Illuminati flame in his hand.
The golden statue is directly in the middle of the building and exactly above the 8-pointed star.
He is coated in gold because one of the practices of alchemy is being able to transform metals into gold using the knowledge of the universe.
The legislative building itself from topographic view is an H. It is understood that the reasoning behind it is because H stands for Hermes.
Is this all Masonic? Do your own research. There is a book recently published by Winnipeg Free Press titled The Hermetic Code that reveals many secrets of this Masonic occult building.
Then outside across the street is the most disgusting 3 statues we've ever seen. We like to call them the Canadian Georgia Guidestones.
Each of the 3 stones is labeled as past, present, and future, and all have a graphic representation on the topic. Each symbol represents each time.
Does the first statue with the past engraved on it and symbol of peacekeeping on top represent Canada's past role in external affairs?
Does the second statue with the present engraved on it with the UN symbol on the top represent the UN, better known as the New World Order? Does it represent the United Nations global control and one world government? Think about it. UN, in French, means one. Maybe that connection is taking it too far. I don't know.
Then finally, the third statue with the future engraved on it with, what the F does this mean? Is it a combination of the UN and Canada? Does ER mean Elizabeth II?
Does it kind of look like the London secret intelligence symbolism, minus the triangle plus the maple leaf?
Let's take a look at a real maple leaf and compare it to the so-called Canadian flag leaf. Does this look different?
Grasshopper Media.
It'll be alright.